This is Sean with Silo Car Stories, and I'm speaking with a gentleman that has an arsenal of vehicles, and one of which is a Corvette twin turbo Callaway. And we're going to get into that here in a second. But Mark, give us a little bit of your background and why you love Corvettes.
Well, I guess the only job I've ever had is selling six packs and half pints. I started Big Red Liquors in '72 and sold it a couple of 3 years ago. And I've just always been attracted, not just to Corvettes, but just to sports cars in general. There's a certain feeling that you get driving different cars, and been very blessed to be able to collect a few of them. And this Callaway twin turbo came to us not too long ago. Interesting car. It at the time, 382 horsepower was a lot. And
let's take a look at it real quick. I don't mean to cut you off, but this is you in silo. This is the front. Looks like it has multiple air intake holes. If you kind of want to just talk about the uniqueness of it and just what really kind of sets it apart from the non-twin turbo, and if you also know the year of this.
I think it's a 2011. You'll have to forgive me. I don't recall right off the top of my head. I do know that it's a 5.7 liter V8, and then it was sent to Callaway, and they turbocharged it. The twin turbo really helps because there's no turbo lag. If you have one, sometimes you'll step on the accelerator and there'll be a pause or almost a gulp, and having the second turbo eliminates that. And so these are a lot of fun to drive. The people at Callaway take the car. You'll either buy the Corvette new and send it up to Callaway, or sometimes the dealer will do that and you'll buy it from the dealership already improved. So it's just an interesting Corvette. And
here's a shot of the twin turbo, and then here's another shot of the engine overall and the look of it. Here's you standing holding the hood open. So have you been able to take this out on any tracks or any particular car shows to speak of?
We're going to be able to take it to. We're going to take this to Cars and Coffee pretty soon, and it's won awards from Bloomington Corvette. So it's a really good example of what this car ought to be, in an unmolested sort of a way. I mean, this is the way it came directly from Callaway, and we're real happy with it and look forward to getting back up to Indianapolis. We spend the summers there. We're going to be driving a lot of different cars and having a good time.
So here's a shot of the back, and it's got some Texas plates. Is that where you got the car from originally?
Yep, that's where the car came from.
Well, so here's another shot of the hood open. So are you going to be taking it to any competitions or just car shows?
I don't know if we're going to have the time with our racing season and stuff like that. But if we do, if Bloomington Corvettes comes back, certainly we'll be taking 2 or 3 of them in, and they are the preeminent judges of Corvette. If you get an award or a certificate from Bloomington Corvettes, that's as high up as it gets.
So is there anything else you'd like to say about this ride, just why you love it, before we close it out?
Well, we're hoping to be, once we get up there, we're going to drive the daylights out of it, and I'll be able to tell you how much more I love it after we do that.
It cut out just for a second. Say again what you just said.
Well, we're looking to get back up from Hilton Head and, drive it a good bit, and we'll be able to tell you how much we really like it after that.
Okay. All right. Well, Mark, if you could just stay in the line, I really appreciate your time about your twin turbo Callaway 2011 Corvette convertible. And we're going to close this one out, but just stay on the line.
Yes, sir.